Last time on the DragonBorn's burden, Dex and Blue Bunny followed Delphine's plan to infiltrate the Thelmore embassy, trading steel and armor for fine clothes and forced smiles, with Malborn risking everything from the inside. Dex walked among enemies, listening as the Thelmore spoke of dragons with fear hidden behind polished words. When the illusion shattered, Dex slipped beyond the party into the embassy's depths, uncovering prisoners, secrets, and the truth that Malborn had been captured. Fighting their way through the shadows, Dex reclaimed his weapons, rescued Malborn, and uncovered hidden documents revealing the Thelmore's greatest fear. They did not control Alduin. They were watching him. Escaping through the reeking cave as the embassy burned behind them, Dex realized the truth was darker than expected. The World Eater stood beyond politics, beyond war, and the burden of stopping him now rested fully on the Dragonborn's shoulders.
After the Thelmore embassy burned its way into my memory, Delphine decided we needed answers. Real ones. Not guesses, not theories, names. And apparently, the name we needed was Esbern. Former Blade, dragon expert, currently hiding in the Ratway beneath Riften. Because when you want ancient wisdom about the end of the world, you obviously go looking in a sewer full of thieves and people who bite first and ask questions never.
At least we know where he is.
In a hole, under another hole, inside a city that already smells like crime. Oni took the news better than I did. Riften greeted us the way it greets everyone, with suspicion, shakedowns, and guards who somehow know you're guilty before you do anything. After dealing with that, we slipped into the Ratway, where the air was thick, the torches burned low, and every footstep echoed like a bad idea. The place crawled with bandits and thugs who clearly thought ambushing strangers in dark tunnels was a sustainable career choice. I only handled most of them quietly. I handled the rest loudly. Teamwork. The deeper we went, the worse it got. The walls closed in, the shadows moved. At one point, something skidded past my boot, and I absolutely did not react in any way that could be described as heroic. Oni didn't say anything, which somehow made it worse. Eventually, we reached a locked door and a voice on the other side. Old, sharp, paranoid. "Go away," the voice said. "I don't want trouble." "Good news," I called back. "We brought answers instead."
This'll just take a moment. This one always sticks. There we go. Only a couple more.
Knife. Yes. Book. Yes. Bucket. Yes. Inkwell.
There we are. Come.
The door creaked open, revealing Esbern. Tired eyes, ink-stained hands, and the look of a man who hadn't trusted anyone in years. He stared at me like I was both confirmation and disaster.
What? You are? Can it really be true? Dragonborn? Then there is hope.
Esbern spoke of Alduin, of prophecy, of a wall carved with ancient truth, of a weapon, or at least knowledge, that might stand against the World Eater. For the first time in a while, the path ahead felt clear. Still dangerous, still likely to kill me, but clear. As we prepared to leave the Ratway, Oni leaned closer and whispered,
So, sewer, dragons, end of the world?
"This is not how I imagine life." Esbern adjusted his pack and nodded grimly. "The answers you seek are written in stone," he said. I looked at the dark tunnel ahead, felt the heavy weight of fate settle back into my shoulders, and took a step forward. Dragonborn, still breathing, still learning, and now, finally, we were getting close to the truth. By the time we got out of the Ratway and was leaving Riften, it had become dark outside. We all agreed we should make camp and rest for the night.
You ever notice how fire makes everything feel closer?
Closer how?
Like the dark's still there. It just agrees to wait.
You always talk like you're carrying a poem that you don't want to finish.
And you always pretend you're not listening.
Well, I guess we're both good at pretending then.
I wasn't always like this. Wandering. Fighting. I used to have a place where no one expected anything from me.
What happened to it?
I left. Thought I was doing the right thing. By the time I realized I was wrong, there was nothing left to return to.
I know that feeling. My mother used to say fate isn't a road, it's a weight. Every step forward, it presses harder. I left to protect the people I love. But every mile felt like I was abandoning them instead.
Does it still hurt?
Every day. Some days I'll wake up hoping the pain's gone. Other days, I'm afraid it's the only proof they mattered.
I thought if I kept moving, the memories would stop chasing me. Turns out, they're faster than I am. I've lost everyone who ever called me home. Sometimes I wonder if that's all I'm good at. Surviving when I should have stayed.
You're good at more than surviving. You stay when it gets ugly, when it's dangerous, when it would be easier to just walk away.
I stay because of you.
I've faced dragons without blinking. But this scares me more than any of them.
Why?
Because losing a fight is one thing. Losing someone who sees you when the fire goes out, that's another kind of death.
You're not alone, Dex. Not anymore.
I don't know what tomorrow brings. Prophecies don't care who they hurt.
Then let tomorrow worry about itself. Tonight, I choose you.
I've chosen you longer than I realized.
Can you love me for who I am? Can you love me with what I've done? How do you do it? I leave damage in my shell. Dex, in order for one to live, one must die.